Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Satya, and in this section, I would like to show you all the itinerary of Bali outbound, especially in Nusa Lembongan tour. All right, let us begin with on the first day. So on the first day at 10 o'clock, the guests and the guide and the professionals from our organization will assemble at Sanur Bay. Then we will take the guests to cross over to Nusa Penida at 8:30 until 9:20 on a fast boat. Then at approximately at 9:30, the guests will arrive at Nusa Penida. Then they will proceed to do an outbound at Dream Beach. Then at 12 o'clock, we will take the guests to have a lunch at Mamma Mia Bar and Grill. There is various options at Mamma Mia Bar and Grill. If you would like to have seafood, they also have seafood as well. But if you don't like seafood, they also provide poultry such as grilled chicken, ducks, and many more. Then at 1 o'clock, we will take the guests to do a recreation to Devil's Tears until 2:30 in the afternoon. Then at 2:30 o'clock until 4 o'clock, we will take the guests to check in at the Achala Sri Sedana, and they will use the spare time to rest at the hotel. Then at 4 o'clock until 5:30 o'clock, we will take the guests to do a sightsee at Broken Beach in Nusa Lembongan. Then at 5:30 o'clock until 7:30 o'clock, we will take the guests to take a break at the Achala Sri Sedana. Then at 7:30 o'clock until 8:30 o'clock, we will take the guests to have a dinner at Mamma Mia Bar and Grill. Then at 20:30 o'clock until 21 for I mean at 8:30 o'clock until 9:40 o'clock, we will take the guests to do a gathering and bonfire. Then at 9:40 o'clock, the guests will rest. To rest until tomorrow to start the second day. Alright, on the second day, the guests will start the day by having a breakfast at 7 o'clock until 8 o'clock at the Achala Sri Sedana. Then at 8 o'clock, the guests will assemble at IDC Nusa Lembongan until 8:30 o'clock. At 8:30 o'clock until 11:30 o'clock, there will be briefing on snorkeling training and equipment at IDC Nusa Lembongan. The professionals at IDC Nusa Lembongan will guide the guests through the many equipment, gears, and the technique necessary for snorkeling session. Then at 11:30 o'clock until 1 o'clock, there will be lunch break. The lunch in this case will be prepared by Warung Kasava. Warung Kasava provides both normal meals such as chicken, seafood, and also they also provide vegetarian choices. Then at 1 o'clock until 3:30 o'clock, the guests will start doing snorkeling training at IDC Nusa Lembongan. Then at 3:30 o'clock until 5:30 o'clock, we will take the guests to have a coffee break at Cookies Coffee Shop and Foods. Then at 5:30 o'clock until 7:30 o'clock, we will take the guests back to the Acara Sri Sedana to have a break. Then at 7:30 o'clock until 8:30 o'clock, we will take the guests to have a dinner at Warung Kasava. Then at 9 o'clock, we will take the guests to rest at the Acara Sri Sedana. That will be all for the second day. Then for the third day, then we start on the third day. At 8 o'clock, the guests will have a breakfast at the Acara Sri Sedana until 9 o'clock. Then at 9:30 o'clock until 10:30 o'clock, the guests will do preparation before doing snorkeling session at IDC Nusa Lembongan. Then at 10:50 o'clock until 11 o'clock, the guests will be guided through briefing before snorkeling session. Then I apologize, there is a slight error on the itinerary here. These parts are not supposed to be on the third day. Alright, let us skip on this part. On 11 o'clock until 2 o'clock, the guests will do a snorkeling session with IDC Nusa Lembongan. Supposedly, after doing training and debriefing, the guests will be able to do snorkeling without any problem because our professional have already guided the guests to do the snorkeling session safely. Then at 2 o'clock until 3 o'clock, the guests will have a lunch that is prepared by Mamma Mia Bar and Grill. Then at um, 3:30 o'clock until 4:45 o'clock, we will take the guests back to the Achala Sri Sadana to rest and prepare before ending the day. Then at 5 o'clock until 5:30 o'clock, the guests will check out from the Achala Sri Sadana. Then at 5:30 o'clock until 5:45 o'clock, the guests will assemble at the Mushroom Beach to head back to Sanur Bay. Then at 5:45 o'clock until 6:35 o'clock, the guests will cross over back to Sanur Bay using fast boat transport. Then at 7 o'clock, the guests will end the itinerary. Alright, so here's the rate for Nusa Lembongan tour from Bali outbound. On the first rate, there is a minimum for 20 packs. For 20 packs, the total charge would be 39 million rupiah. And for each person, that would be 1,950,000 rupiah. Then on the second rate, there is promo for at least 30 packs. The total charge will be 45 million rupiah, 725,000 rupiah. That would be 1 million rupiah, 656,000 rupiah for each person. Then there is another rate for more than 50%. The total charge would be 60 million rupiah for 50%, and for each person that would be 1,200,000 rupiah. For guests more than 50 packs, one for all rate will be applied. Alright, so the rate also include transportation, accommodation, food and beverage, professional, and snorkeling. For the transportation, also includes fast boat transport and Toyota Hiace to commute at Nusa Lembongan. Toyota Hiace could accommodate for at least 50 adults. Then for the accommodation, we also provide outbound accommodation, 2 night stay and 1 day use at the Achala Sri Sadana, coffee break at Cookies Coffee Shop and Foods. And for the food and beverage, the breakfast will be prepared by the Achala Sri Sadana and Warung Kasava. The lunch will be prepared by Warung Kasava and Mamma Mia Bar and Grill. Dinner will be prepared by Warung Kasava and Mamma Mia Bar and Grill. For the professionals, it includes guide and dive masters. And for the snorkeling, it also includes training session and gears, snorkeling session and gears. Alright, that will be all for the includes. These commodities are included with the rate. Okay, so this will conclude our presentation. If you are interested, do contact us at 0361 907 6336 and contact us through email at info@gobalitour.com. This will be the end of our presentation. Do have a nice day, and we hope that we will be able to welcome you soon at Bali Outbound.